So, Bungie, when are we going to get this roadmap? Because it's been months now, and you promised, and well, where is it? Granted, though, we at least got some kind of response. DMG answered, the cries of where roadmap finally after so long, and was like, yeah, we're working on it. So we know it's being worked on, but why is it taking this long? And I want to talk about it because I am very concerned. Because I'll go into like what I think, like from like the scariest reasons to like the more like make sense kind of reasons. But yeah, Destiny 2, as we've seen, is in a very, very rough state. The player count has plummeted to the ground, and it's seeing numbers like around at actually worse than Curse of Osiris. And listen, I know that we're getting a Star Wars themed expansion in December, and people will be saying, well, a lot of people will be flooding back to Destiny, but I mean, I don't even think that a Star Wars themed expansion is going to be enough to see numbers at least greater than Edge of Fate. And Edge of Fate had pretty bad numbers as well in player count. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not really seeing a lot of the hype around Renegades right now, and it's really showing by just how apathetic a lot of people are about Destiny. But yeah, this roadmap that they were going to give us, I'm having hopes that it's going to be some really good news, but I'm worried that, as usual, it's going to be primarily fixing the things that they caused, like the portal changes and stuff, because that was one of the main reasons why this has been pretty bad. Instead of focusing on new content, they've had to go back to their old content that they've implemented with the portal and fix those things. And it's really starting to show that they have like a skeleton crew working over there at Bungie, working on Destiny, and they have primarily everybody working on Marathon, which, listen, I'm not going to be one of those people that wants Marathon to fail. I mean, if Marathon fails, then all of Bungie has failed, and that could mean a lot of bad things for Destiny. And but at the same time, there shouldn't be a lack of attention to Destiny as much as it has been, and it shows. I mean, there's like no QA team. There's bugs and crashes that I don't know how they slipped through. Like, for even just like Festival of the Lost, like, how did they not notice any of these like bugs and crashes of soft locking when testing it? Simple answer, they didn't really test it. Like, it's really showing. But this roadmap, if it's primarily a lot of things of just fixing the portal, yeah, I'm gonna be very concerned, because people don't want just quality of life stuff. We want new content. We want things to be revamped, even on old content, and they've already made it clear that they can't just flip a switch and have Vault of Glass drop tier 5 weapons and stuff, which is crazy to me. Like, that's kind of where I'm like, then why even do the portal system to begin with? Like, if it's going to be this difficult, like, it always goes back to, why not work on a Destiny 3? Why not work on a engine that would allow you to do these things that we would assume would be simple to do a lot quicker? Like, just flip of a switch, turn on tier 5 loot and old weapons and stuff. Like, it's just, these are things that sadly they didn't prioritize years ago, and if they were to prioritize it now, it's going to take a long time. If they decide to do a Destiny 3, it's not going to be like next year. Maybe like 5 years. And I don't know if they have enough time to be doing stuff like that. But yeah, it's just the roadmap. I mean, I'm going to safely assume that the future expansions that they've already have talked about when it comes to after Renegades, the next like expansion that's coming in the summer, I also can assume that they might even delay that expansion in the summer. We'll have to wait and see when they show the full roadmap, but I'm going to safely assume that those expansions that they've already talked about will still happen. But the worst case scenario is they're going to be turning the game into just maintenance mode, or like just where it floats. It's not really going to get a lot of crazy content. It's just going to have just keeping the lights on, essentially, which that's the one thing that I am worried about, because the player counts are really bad. And if they can't get that back up, I mean, they've already said it themselves that when the player count was really bad with Curse of Osiris, they thought that their whole studio was going to go down. And it's just really crazy to me that also that Sony hasn't even tried to give them any resources to help with Destiny. Like, this is a big franchise. What are they doing? And I know that the whole, like, well, we still want to keep them independent. It's too late now. Like, they need help. I mean, Activision at least gave them Vicarious Visions to help with content, and that's what Destiny, what Bungie needs, is they need another studio to help them with content. I mean, Call of Duty is getting that all the time, where they have, like, Raven Software, like, helping out with stuff as well, while, like, Treyarch is working on things. Like, it's clear to me that they can't just do this on their own as one studio. They need a lot more help. And I feel like if Sony were to work those kind of things out, maybe we could see potentially Destiny getting a lot better. But yeah, it's just wishful thinking, because I know that maybe the reason why the roadmap is taking so long to release is there's a lot of communications between Bungie and Sony on what exactly is going on and what can they do. And yeah, I don't really know. But like the worst thing that could happen, okay? The worst is, like I said, they go into maintenance mode and it's just kind of like leaving the lights on until it goes out. I hope that doesn't happen. Like, listen, I still love Destiny. That's why I still talk about Destiny, and I still will go back to it at times, because the gameplay is super unique, and there isn't, no matter how many times all of you say, but Warframe, there's nothing like Destiny. It's its own unique game. Warframe is good, but it's not Destiny. It's got its own unique way of a play style, of grinds and stuff. Way better, in my opinion, but it's not Destiny. And it really sucks to see this franchise go down this route, and it's Bungie's fault. All this leadership, poor decision makings, like, they were working on so many projects that just end up being scrapped anyways, when it's like, why didn't you just focus on Destiny? Why? Like, it's very clear that people still want more Destiny. They just don't want more of Bungie and what they do. Like, they don't want that. And here we are, just, waiting for hopefully them to take care of the fire and burn, just take it out, or at least, like, make it steady. Where it's still on fire. Destiny's still on fire, but it's not going to burn down the whole building. But the fact that it's taking this long is indeed concerning, because this is just a roadmap of, like, what they have planned. I don't know how far ahead on the roadmap, but I mean, safe to assume that at least, like, up till, like, the summer on, like, things that they'll do and whatever. But yeah, things are not looking good. I mean, this previous season, if you even want to call it that, with Ash and Iron, was a nightmare. Like, I had low expectations, but even my low expectations did not expect the lack of content with that. Like, no story, just one mission in the start that was like 5 minutes long, and then just reused assets, area reclaim activity that's a watered down nether, with, on top of that, a exotic mission that also was just kind of feeling like a legendary story mission. And that's it. That's it. And we got Festival of Lost, okay, but that's it until December. It's like, you really expect seasons to flourish like that going forward? No. Like, at least, I still, this is why I know that they have a skeleton crew, because this is bad. That's like no content. And it's crazy that most of the content that's there is reused assets. Like, I would say maybe the exotic mission is obviously completely new. But yeah, Reclaim is just using the Plague Lands and the Cosmodrome. Like, that's it. Just going into Forge and placing objectives. That, like, it's like, that should be something that's so easy to make, to where if we would be getting these things like on like the daily or every like month, every like couple weeks, but they act like it takes them like 7 years to do or something, because like I said, must be they just don't have anybody working on Destiny right now. And it's like it just can't, like, these seasons can't survive with that. Like, even Edge of Fate had like nothing new. Like, Kepler as a location was just kind of meh. There wasn't really anything like worthy of going in there and getting your tier 5s. Like, the weapons were okay, but there was no new strikes, no PvP maps, no Gambit. I mean, Gambit's right now just sleeping in the background. And my simple fix with seasons back then was simply just every season have one strike, one PvP map, and one Gambit map. Like, continue to evolve your core playlists. And yes, have maybe some kind of seasonal activity on top of that, like, whatever. But it's just, their priority has been in the wrong ways of the live service model, where things go away. Like, why invest into all this stuff if they just disappear anyways? And now they're not even prioritizing any of the things that we criticized in the previous seasons to do better. Instead, they just flat out just don't have it. There's no seasonal story. There's no, like, strikes, PvP maps, no Gambit content. There's nothing for the core playlists. There's no, like, unique patrol zone. Like, we gave them good feedback on that with the Leviathan, the Haunted Leviathan, to the point where it was like, that would be really cool if they brought back the Leviathan raid and made it into the Haunted Leviathan raid. Like, just stuff like that, like simple little ideas like that I know would probably take a bit to make, but it's just stuff that would keep people's attention, to be like, oh, I'm excited about that. And, you know, we're not getting Wrath of the Machine as a raid. We're not getting Scourge, it seems. We're not getting any of Red War, because it's gone, apparently. It's bad. And the New Light experience is so bad as well. It's just, what is this roadmap going to show? Like, I want to be wishful on thinking that Sony is jumping in and is like, hey, we're going to give you, like, these studios that have nothing that they are doing that's so important right now, or at least, like, where they, you know, split teams off in these different studios to help Bungie, like, give the tools to them to work on content and help Bungie work on stuff on Destiny, or even, like, you know, possibly a Destiny 1 remaster in the meantime. I don't know. Like, these things that would be really wishful thinking, but I doubt it's going to be there. I mean, don't quote me. Maybe will. You know, who knows? They'll be like, oh, Sony decided to help us, and we're gonna have so much content coming up. Get ready. Like, I've watched the trailer for the Renegades, you know, reveal of weapons and stuff, and it looks nice, but it's just, I just keep thinking to myself, yeah, but it's still current Destiny right now, and it's in a bad spot. So, I don't know. All I want to see with this roadmap is at least some kind of hope for the future. Destiny 1 song. Anyways, because if not, I don't know. I haven't really been playing a lot of Destiny because I just don't have the energy to deal with it. Like, it's soul draining when playing it. I've been playing a lot of other games, and it's sad. Like, every time I get on Destiny, I'm just, I just don't feel it. But I mean, Festival of the Lost was okay. I didn't mind it so much. But it's just everything else. And I am going to be playing Renegades because I do look forward to expansion content, like the story, and I look forward to the dungeon. But other than that, like, we'll have to see how the end game kind of plays out with, like, activities, because no. But if you want me to still upload any Destiny content, I may do, like, build videos at least, because I do enjoy those, and I've been messing with certain builds, and I really, really like them, so I could do that. But for the most part, I'm still going to be doing variety, you know, playing Warframe, doing all kinds of things. And, yeah, when they release their roadmap, we'll talk about that. But regardless, I hope you all have a chibi-tastic day, night, evening, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Chibi out.